Yes, 29% possession, and Romania won 3-0. And Belgium, of course, a team that loved to have possession and had 16 attempts on goal, but lost 1-0 to Slovakia. That's football, Izzy, for you, isn't it?
It certainly is, and I expect Romania will be very happy to be doing the same again tonight with that star-littered Belgian team.
I'm sure they will. Well, the team's come out here, wonderful colour, great noise, the pennants of the two flags, those huge pennants covering the penalty areas, Cologne written in big white letters on the blue sign right in front of the teams, and everyone on their feet for the anthems. The Belgian players just turn away. They've got their burgundy coloured tracksuit tops on, and many of them turning towards the Belgian fans in the stands to the right of where we are, looking down and applauding, and then there's the reaction as well back to them. So the handshakes between the players, the usual scene, and then off they go to have their official photographs taken, and not long now to go to kick-off here in Cologne. Belgium need to recover from that opening defeat. Romania are looking to continue their perfect start.
Fans loved in the past to baptize the generations, gold generations. This is a hard generation, a soul generation.
Here's Marin on the edge of the penalty area, who scores quite brilliantly, and driven in under the goalkeeper and in for a second goal for Romania.
I knew before that one day we have also to lose one game. Unfortunately, it's today.
Straight to Casteels, but the follow-up is in. Slovakia have taken the lead. Mistakes inside the penalty area, proving so costly, and this is all Belgium's own fault.
The only thing that was not perfect was the missed chances, because we really had many and big ones.
Lukaku could be in behind here. Lukaku can't make the most of it, but again it's another chance that goes begging for Belgium's main man.
Oh, he's got the cross in. Lukaku! The level this time.
No! That is a huge talking point. Belgium's players are absolutely aghast.
It's their first defeat, and the manager Domenico Tedesco.
What a group he is, isn't it? Who saw this result coming?
The Belgian players are being spoken to in a huddle by Romelu Lukaku, incidentally. Domenico Tedesco, the coach, standing off on his own, but the players just a few yards away from him are together in a big circle, and Domenico Tedesco just standing away, is he, and letting them look after it themselves.
Yeah, well, it's down to them now, isn't it? The players, they've got their plan. They know they need to improve from the opening game. They've got to get some points on the board in this group.
Belgium making 4 changes today after their opening defeat. So Trossard of Arsenal, Carrasco, Mangala and De Bast are all on the substitutes bench. And this is the Belgian team. Casteels is the goalkeeper. Castagna, Fas, Vertongen and Theat, the back four. So Theat and Vertongen coming into the side. Jan Vertongen at the age of 37. Then Tielemans also coming in. Onana and De Bruyne, Luka Bacchio, Doku and Lukaku. So lots of familiar names. 3 players who've over 100 caps. And the referee, the Champions League final referee, Simon Marciniak, refereed the Champions League final a couple of years ago. One of the best around, the Polish official. He gets the match underway. Belgium against Romania. And it is Belgium who have possession on the edge of the penalty area with goalkeeper Casteels, who plays it away downfield on his left foot. The Romanians just made 1 change. Here's De Bruyne bursting forward, trying to find the pass through to Lukaku on the edge of the penalty area, but intercepted by a line of yellow defenders. And then the right back Ratsiu is fouled, and that's a free kick for Romania. In fact, referee Marciniak says to play on, because Romania, Ratsiu is very quickly back up onto his feet. Now Romania playing it towards the left-hand side. The 1 change they've made is Mihaila coming in. As the ball bounces to Lukaku, left foot just outside the D. To his left, to Doku. Doku now on his right foot, into the penalty area, trying to find a position. Across it goes to Lukaku, then back to Tielemans! 1-0 Belgium! 1 minute 15 seconds who I thought might have done better, but into the net, and Belgium are off the mark, is he?
What a start from Belgium. So intense, not a second to breathe. They're all over Romania and they pick up the second ball, and it's that man Romelu Lukaku who creates it. It's De Bruyne involved, but it is that man Lukaku pinning inside the box, sets it to Tielemans, who's just come into the team, and he fizzes the ball. Keeper probably should have done better, but no complaints from Belgium. What a start for them.
Yuri Tielemans, we know what he's capable of. I'll never forget the goal that he scored in the FA Cup final, neither will any Leicester City fan. And the Aston Villa man, he can hit a very good ball, can't he?
Could not have caught it any sweeter, and what a way to repay the faith the manager has in him, to just bring him into the side when they needed him, and he's delivered so far.
All those chances, 16 chances, the 2 goals that were ruled out against Slovakia, and here they are, the first one tonight against Romania, and it's 1-0 as Romania have the ball near the edge of the penalty area, but that was a wild right-footed effort from Razvan Marin, sails wide at the top right corner, and it's a goal kick to the Belgians. Can't get a much better start than that, is he, Christensen?
No, you can't. And I was watching.
Vertonghen's been caught out inside his penalty area. The Romanians are back in possession. Could be a chance for a quick equaliser here, and then a poor clearance actually as well from Manana, hits one of his teammates and bounces behind for a corner.
So frantic, what a start to the game, intensity, great response from Romania since going that goal down early on.
So it's a corner from the right hand side for the Romanians, and this is going to be taken left-footed from the far side by Denis Mann. There's something about his name that just makes me smile. Set up 2 of the goals against Ukraine, that much hailed Romanian early victory, and Denis Mann is just having to wait because referee Marciniak is just having a word with 1 or 2 of the players. There's some tussling going on in the middle. The corner is taken short on the far side. Mann gets it back and then plays it square, and now out to the left hand side where Marin plays it in, and there's a header that's pitched over the top by goalkeeper Castells. I think it was Burka, the central defender, who got his head to it, or was it Dragoshin? It was Dragoshin, and it's pushed over the top by goalkeeper Castells for another Romanian corner from the right hand side. This one's going to be a right footer, which is taken short. Man is there, right corner of the box, swings it in. Lukaku near the penalty spot, just heads it down. I can already see perspiration glinting on the top of Lukaku's head. He's actually in the right back position now, and then Lukaku puts in a hefty challenge to knock the ball out of play for a throw. What a good tackle. Romania take the throw. There's a lovely turn near the dead ball line on the left hand side from the centre forward Dragush, but it runs away from him and out and behind for a goal kick.
What an intense start to the match, both teams going right at it. Romania so disappointed with conceding early, and Belgium, Lukaku in particular, setting a tempo to this match. He looked right up for it.
So it's a goal kick. What a start we've got.
Incredible.
Belgium taking the lead in the second minute. By my own stopwatch, I reckon it was 1 minute 15, but it would be interesting to know what the official timing is on that goal. On our UEFA screen here, it just says 2 minutes, but it was one of the quicker goals that had ever been scored at a European Championship. Here's Anana now for Belgium. The ball played down the right-hand side for Lukaku inside the penalty area, trying to find a way through 2 defenders. It's just cleared away from him, but then following on the right-hand side, Castagna, but his pass doesn't find Lukaku, and it's deflected away to the halfway line. 73 seconds it was when the ball hit the net from Tielemans. So I was 2 seconds out.
Not bad, John, not bad at all.
Yeah. And Belgium back in position on the halfway line. Just make a note of that. The king of the Belgians is here tonight to watch this, so he'll have enjoyed that, as well as 3 of his children, a couple of princes and a princess. The Belgian Prime Minister as well is with him, as the long ball is played forward to the edge of the penalty area that De Bruyne gets his chest to, but can only deflect it through to goalkeeper Nitsa, who is able to just collect that calmly. One of De Bruyne's pink boots wasn't far away from him, but he got it comfortably enough.
Yeah, De Bruyne had advanced and he'd peeled off, and I was actually watching Belgium do the warm-up, and Fass, the right-sided centre-back, was practising long diagonal balls into that exact area where Kevin De Bruyne has just picked it up, and he was an inch away from getting his foot on the end of that. How often have we seen De Bruyne in that position hitting the back of the net?
So 1-0 Belgium lead to the goal from Yuri Tielemans. So now all 24 teams have managed to get on the score sheet at the tournament. Who would have thought it would be the world-ranked number 3 side Belgium that would be the last of them? But that is the case, and that will make all of their supporters in the stands here, 14,500 of them. What a scene they are in red. There's also at the other end a huge Romanian banner has just been unfurled across the heads of the supporters on the far side of the ground as Belgium play for Castagna, the Fulham man, on the right wing, slips the ball into the penalty area looking for Luca Bacchio, one of the 4 players who've come into the Belgian starting lineup. And I thought that might have been a foul on Luca Bacchio, but referee Marciniak doesn't get it, and now Romania have it on the edge of their own penalty area with Marius Marin, and the goalkeeper actually hits it long out of play. Is there somebody who's got a problem?
Yeah, it's Luca Bacchio down on that right hand side. He thought he was fouled. We're just watching a replay here. He's trying to cheeky little nutmegs and it just comes right through him.
It was Marin, wasn't it? Marius Marin who put in the challenge. So just a little stoppage while Luca Bacchio comes back on the field. Yes, the King of the Belgians is here with Princess and Princes and the Belgian Prime Minister. The Romanians have sent the Minister of Transport. Romania with the ball on the edge of their own box. Although actually the Deputy Secretary General of NATO is a Romanian as well, Mircea Dan Gianoa, and he's in the crowd as well. There's one for your pub quiz tomorrow night. Ball downfield for Romania, and it's deflected out of play for a throw-in to the Belgians 10 yards inside their own half. So if Belgium win this game tonight, all 4 teams in this group will be on 3 points heading into the last matches, so that would be a great last match night. Belgium, they look as though they've got a determination about them here, I must say. That defeat in the opening match, their first under Domenico Tedesco, who took over after that very, very disappointing World Cup in Qatar. Tielemans now down the right, just a little interception there by Mihaila that puts it out of play. Mihaila coming in for Koman, that's the one change. So this Romanian side that are already being considered heroes in their home country meet to the goalkeeper, Ratsiu with the bright blue turquoise hair at right back, Dragoshin of Tottenham and Burka in the middle, Banku on the left-hand side, then Marius Marin anchoring the defence, his namesake Razvan Marin, and the captain Nikolai Stanciu either side of him, Mihaila on the left, Dennis Mann on the right, and Dragush through the middle. There's Wout Fass with all of that hair, the Leicester man, promoted this season along with Conor Cody, who is out here with us. You might have been able to hear him either with us at the England match or elsewhere over the course of these few days. Back it comes to Fass on the halfway line. Fass now on his right foot. Fass to Onana. Onana with, again, as he had during the course of this season at Everton, that white strapping on his left wrist. Now Jeremy Doku, who's involved in the goal. Doku slips it in field to his Manchester City teammate De Bruyne. Just got a little bit too much on that, and Romania were able to clear it away. But it's been a lightning start from the Belgians, and here they come again. Here's the goal scorer, Yuri Tielemans. Tielemans turns onto his left foot. Doku is going to run it. Ratsiu up against Doku, 2 real speedsters. Doku does well, still on it, then back to Tielemans, shot across the penalty area, deflected across the box, and then headed away near the penalty area. And Castagna in a 50-50 challenge. The ball bounces out of play for what is given as a Belgian throw.
Yeah, already looking really solid, Belgium. They've got a really nice balance in midfield in these opening minutes, because Onana's just sitting on his own as a single defensive midfielder, and Yuri Tielemans has just got licence, and De Bruyne's dropping down as well, dictating, pointing where he wants the ball. Such a nice balance to it.
Izzy Christiansen, England midfielder, watching Castagna and Tielemans trying to just touch it through into the penalty area, but Dragoshin, with all of his dark hair tied up, is able to come across and put it out of play for a Belgian throw that is quickly taken by Castagna. Lovely evening, there's a light breeze blowing around the ground, the sun's still shining. This stadium, this very rectangular stadium with its 4 towers in each corner, they're catching the sunlight as the ball is headed away by Banku, and then Castagna gets away from Banku on the right, chips it right-footed to the back post. Goalkeeper comes, doesn't get a catch. I think he got his fingertips to it. There were defenders there as well. It's out into the opposite full-back position to Doku, all of his tricks and flicks. Teat is there, big hair from him as well, all tied up. Now Tielemans, central area, Tielemans to the right-hand side. Luca Bacchio with it. Turns to his left, then back onto his right. He's all left-footed, stabs it into the penalty area. Castagna trying to prod it into the further into the box, and it's cleared away by Burka and out on the halfway line.
Yeah, so much joy already for the Belgian wingers, Doku and Luca Bacchio. They're just hugging the touchline, and what that's doing is pushing Castagna on this right-hand side, in particular inside. How often do we see fullbacks going down the outside?
And now it is Belgium on the left wing again. Doku into Lukaku, holds up the defender, shoots, and it's deflected wide. Deflected wide by Banku, the left back who came across. Well, that was typically strong play from Lukaku as it was played in. The central defender, Burka, was just shrugged off by the massive Lukaku, and then his shot on the turn deflected wide.
Yeah, has to score, Lukaku. I've seen him do that so many times, swivel inside the box and a snapshot finish.
So corner from the left, De Bruyne to take this. Kevin De Bruyne, 33, soon takes the corner right across the penalty area, looking for the arriving Vertonghen, who can't get a touch on that. Or if he did, it was a slight glance, and it's through for a goal kick to the Romanians. So Belgium 1, Romania 0 on this Saturday night at Euro 2024. The last night before the final group matches that we will bring you this time tomorrow. So there are only 2 matches tomorrow, but both played at the same time. So the late kick-off, 8 o'clock UK time, the vital match between Scotland and Hungary, Switzerland, Germany being played at the same time. So you will hear that this time tomorrow on 5 Live and BBC Sounds. Belgium in these dark red shirts with the gold numbers, black shorts and red socks in possession again. From Fass to Onana to Tielemans, and now Luca Bacchio runs out of the penalty area, and the referee has spotted a foul by Castagna, I think, on the edge of the penalty area. So it's a free kick to the Romanians. It's Marius Marin. I think maybe, yeah, he just got his foot stood on, the end of his foot, his toes in fact.
Painful. Very painful. He's just coming inside. Marius Marin in a really good position there, just to shepherd him wide. Relieves pressure for his team.
Free kick to Romania then, on the edge of their own box. That is played right-footed, downfield, and Fass allows it to bounce into the penalty area. He was trying to see it behind, which he does in the end, and it is a goal kick. Referee Marciniak was right up on that. He is, as I say, one of the best thought of referees in world football. Although, if you remember, he was involved in that disallowed goal at Bernabeu in the second leg of the Champions League semi-final, when, remember, it was the De Ligt goal, and the assistant put his flag up. Bayern Munich were not best pleased. But there was a school of thought that said he might take charge of the opening match, but this is his first match of the tournament. Lukaku on the halfway line, but it's brought back by the referee for a foul on Onana just inside his own half. Yeah,
Romania just giving away some fouls at the moment, just as they're going in. They're just catching them late, but it's coming from Belgium being really sharp. Lukaku in particular, when he drops deep, he just attracts both central defenders in with him. And he's almost unstoppable to get the ball off when he's sharp like this.
Free kick taken quickly, and now it's played down the right-hand side by Castagna. and it's played out of play for a throw-in to Belgium down the right. So Castagna will take this. As I say, so many familiar faces in this Belgian side. Castagna of Fulham, and Fass of Leicester, and Tielemans of Aston Villa, and Nana of Everton, the Manchester City pair, and technically speaking, Romelu Lukaku of Chelsea, which he still is. As Belgium have it on the right-hand side. Now Fass to Onana, takes a couple of touches, and then with his left foot finds Luca Bacchio on the right-hand side. Trossard not in the team today, only on the bench, into the box from him, and then Tielemans whips it into the near post, cleared away, comes back into the box, Dragoshin heads it out, and then a poor decision from Onana to go for goal on the volley, which was up probably above waist high, and he just sliced it through up in the air to the goalkeeper.
Yeah, and he is very tall, Onana, so waist height for him is probably similar to you, John.
Yes. I'm not sure I could get my leg up that high anymore. Romania, Onana in for that, but then Tielemans is able to get there, and De Bruyne moves into space. Oh, wonderful stuff. He takes it past Marine, now to the edge of the area to his right. Luca Bacchio on his left foot, course. Oh, very good save by Nita, diving to his right. I think both of us felt that he could have done better with the opening goal from Tielemans, but that was a good save. Yeah,
he celebrated it like it's a goal, Nitsa, because Luca Bacchio just coming inside after De Bruyne finds him, and he's just looking for that textbook-shaped ball across the face of goal to curl it into the far corner, but he's not quite in the corner, but nonetheless, a super save.
Yeah, diving to his right. So a corner to Belgium, which is taken short. Doku into Vertonghen on his left foot. Got behind it well. He tried to whip it into the top left corner from what, maybe 10, 11 yards out, but lifted it into those jubilant Belgian fans behind the goal.
Yeah, it's a really good short corner routine from Belgium. They just work it. Doku on the half turn. He's got no pressure, and he just passes it into Vertonghen. He just doesn't get his head over the ball, and it goes over the bar, but that was far too easy from Romania. They've got to address that if there's another short corner.
Yeah. Won the first match 3-0, but 1-0 down here in Cologne against the Belgians. Jan Vertonghen, the Anderlecht captain as he is now after all of those excellent years of excellent service for Tottenham, and Belgium's most capped player tonight, winning his 155th cap, as the ball is out of play, and Tielemans, the goal scorer, is down, having just come off worst in an aerial challenge from Mihaila.
Yeah,
but he's okay, isn't he?
Yeah, he just came through the back of him a little bit on the second phase, but
and then Tielemans in on the challenge and conceding a free kick, having recovered. Tielemans in there on Razvan Marin, and referee Marciniak says no. He caught him. I'm not sure there was an awful lot in that, but enough for a free kick.
Yeah, I think he's really clever, Marine, because he's received the ball. Tielemans comes right up tight to him, and he's flicked it round the corner. And Tielemans, he didn't actually catch him, but it's the pressure, and it's what the referee's seen. And Romania have got themselves a free kick in a really good position.
20 minutes on the clock, 5 live from the BBC. Listen as well via BBC Sounds. Free kick. Romania over towards the right-hand side, which is played in towards the back post, and excellently defended by Teat against Dragoshin. He's a much smaller man, but he did very, very well there, Teat.
Set-piece delivery from Romania so far in this game has been brilliant. Pace and whip on the ball, anything could happen.
So it's a corner for the Romanians from the left-hand side, down below us, that they take short. Dennis Mann on his left foot is well challenged, but the ball does bounce for Romania on the edge of the D, but a right foot shot from probably 20 yards, something like that, from Mihaila does indeed go. Mihaila over the crossbar for a goal kick to Belgium. Belgium, who've never won a major tournament, but they have been runners-up in the European Championship. That was one of my early ones, Izzy. I remember the 1980 finals where Belgium got to the final against West Germany, and Horst Riebesch scored both goals, including a late winner. It's allowed to stay up late and watch that on a Sunday night back in 1980. Castagna swings it forward. Romania have it again on the halfway line, outside of his boots to the left-hand side. Dragush is well challenged by Fass, and then there's a foul on Lukebakio again on the halfway line, and the left back Banku is picked up for that. So a free kick to the Belgians just inside their own half, and it's just a stoppage here while the referee just came off the field. It's out of our sight because the stands are so steeply banked here. Not sure whether he had a word with somebody. But anyway, play back underway, and Belgium play back towards the edge of their penalty area. Here is Vertonghen, long and left-footed from him. This is looking for the speedster Doku. This is a real contest between Doku and Ratsu, the right back. Doku's beaten him, plays it into Lukaku. It was slightly behind him, but a poor touch nevertheless. Then Onana, back to Doku. Doku looks lightning fast in this game, and then his ball into Lukaku, back to Doku, trying to find a way through. Too many defenders in there, and in the end, it is taken away by Ratsu. But every time the ball goes to Doku on that far side, he's causing problems. And Belgium win it back again. De Bruyne now wins a cheap free kick. He just felt the pressure there. He felt the touch from Dragush. Went down, won the free kick.
Yeah, it's a typical striker's challenge from Dragush. Just tracking De Bruyne back. He'd lost the 1v1 v Vertonghen, and he's just tracking back, and De Bruyne is so clever.
Here he is, De Bruyne again. Free kick taken short. De Bruyne chasing after it from Doku, and Belgian cheers as their captain wins the corner on the left-hand side. Yes, 33 in a few days' time. Kevin De Bruyne, obviously yet to win anything. All of those club honours with Manchester City, but not being able to win one of the big prizes with Belgium. Might be his last chance, who knows? De Bruyne to take this corner from over there on the far side, right-footed, bright orange boots, standing about 2 yards off the field. Here he comes, plays it into the back post, and the goalkeeper Nitsa is able to catch it, just taking a couple of steps back on his goal line, and it's underarmed out by Nitsa, and then the pass forward. Oh, it's not cut out by Tielemans. This could be danger here. Mihaila to the edge of the box, shot, bounces back to Mihaila. Mihaila then slips over on the edge of the penalty area, and Belgium should get it away. They've not got it away yet, and in the end the referee does for the free kick to the Belgians, and you can hear what the Romanians inside the Cologne Stadium here think of that.
It's absolute carnage, isn't it? Incredible counter-attack from Romania. It comes from the goalkeeper, Nitso, sets it off, and Mihaila just capitalises on Tielemans just not clearing the ball. He drives into the box, and I think the Romanian fans think there might be a penalty involved, but I'm not sure there's contact. No, he trips himself up.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that at all. And he's given the free kick for Dennis Mann's challenge on Lukebakio. I think he did just slip over, didn't he, Mihaila?
What an intensity to this match.
Yeah, great, isn't it? So important. Romania looking to build on the early win. You know, the euphoria. I mean, we feel that, don't we, with these Romanian fans inside this ground. They said to me, the people from Radio Romania that I spoke to yesterday, who were very upbeat. We were exchanging our experiences for our various national teams. They were in very high spirits, and they say it's created a very similar feeling in Romania as did the Hagi generation. And actually, Georgi Hagi, the great Georgi Hagi, recorded a message that they played out on the big screens inside the stadium here before kick-off. Back then, USA 94, they reached the last 8 of the World Cup. They knocked out Argentina in the round of 16, and then lost on penalties to Sweden in the quarterfinals. And that's as far as they've gone in a big tournament. Quarterfinals at the World Cup, did reach the quarterfinals back at Euro 2000 as well, when Georgi Hagi was right at the end of his career. The Maradona of the Carpathians, as he was nicknamed. Not the snappiest ever, but a brilliant player. And of course his son, Yanis, the Rangers man, is in this squad as one of the substitutes. Eventually Belgium are able to get play back underway again. And here's Doku once more on the left-hand side. De Bruyne, then in field to Onana. I think the Belgian supporters, they wanted to see Doku on the left-hand side, so that's partly why there's no place for Trossard in the side here tonight. 1-0 Belgium lead. The early goal from Yuri Tielemans, the very early goal, 73 seconds on the clock. Fass for Belgium. Castagna, then back to Wout Faes, who'll be back in the Premier League next season. You'll hear all of that drama with us once we get to August. If you've never listened to Premier League football on 5 Live before, which is always a possibility, then you'll hear plenty of it over the course of the coming months from August onwards. Belgium with Castagna and Tielemans, then the cross from Castagna bounces down and is cleared away by Dragusin on the edge of the penalty area, and Faes gets his head to that. It's kept in play by Luca Bacchio, and then Onana turns on his right foot. That's a lovely ball out to the right hand side if Castagna can reach it, but it seemed to speed away from him, out of play for a throw into the Romanians.
Yeah, the ball just seemed to zip up off the surface, doesn't it? Nana, he's annoyed with himself because it's quite a basic pass. The central midfielder out wide into Castagna, but they're getting so much joy down this right hand side, our Belgium.
Throwing for the Romanians. This side here, nowhere near in terms of the famous names of the Belgian side. Is one of those famous names. De Bruyne is eased into and fouled by Marius Marine, so that's a free kick. But of this Romanian team here, 3 of them are currently playing in Saudi Arabia, and we've got a couple of them as well who are playing in Serie B, the second division in Italy this season. They are very much a team that are a team. It's a collective. That's the strength of Edward Iordanescu's team, the coach, who is down there on the edge of the technical area, giving some instructions out as De Bruyne plays this in, but he's overhit it, and cheers from the Romanian fans, and Kevin De Bruyne just walks away. That wasn't like him.
Yeah, I think there was a foul on Dragusin inside the box. It's Tielemans, just watching a replay, Tielemans just drags Dragusin down inside the box.
Yeah, so a free kick given to the Romanians on the edge of their penalty area, which they take out short, and back to Nitsa, who hits this right foot to the halfway line. Faes gets his head to that, nodded forward again for Romania, but the break of the ball is for Belgium, and Faes has it at the back. And here is Castagna. It's an important part of this Belgian side, pushing forward from right back, the sort of thing that we see him do very often for Fulham in the Premier League. And then Castagna has to, under pressure, play it back into the edge of his own penalty area, where Faes knocks it across, left-footed to Vertonghen, and then Onana, and again Faes with the curly hair bobbing. He was telling us yesterday, Wout Faes, when he was speaking to us, that he used to have a poster of Carlos Puyol on his bedroom wall, so I wonder whether that is connected to all of that hair. Up it goes towards Luca Bacchio with a flick from him, then Tielemans, nice flick from Lukaku, actually just a little heavy, however. Tielemans, lovely ball from Tielemans across to De Bruyne, who feeds Doku into the box. Defender Ratsu just got a touch on that as Doku was going past him to send the ball spinning into those advertising hoardings for a corner.
I'll tell you what, the passing from Tielemans and De Bruyne, I mean, we expect it from De Bruyne, but Tielemans is really growing into this game. The first time crossfield path just lands on Kevin De Bruyne's big toe and he fizzes it out wide to Doku. Wonderful play from the Belgians.
Yeah, looked an important part of this Belgian side when he scored the 2 goals at Wembley, when England and Belgium played each other at Wembley in March in one of those friendlies. De Bruyne, short corner to Luca Bacchio. Now again Doku into the area and shoots from the angle. Saved by the goalkeeper and then mishit by Luca Bacchio. Nevertheless, it hit a defender, bounces behind another corner.
Yeah, the amount of times that Jeremy Doku gets in down that left-hand side as well, if you're being really critical, you could say the end product needs to be better.
Yep, you could, and we said that quite often, didn't we, during the course of the season with Manchester City. But he is so direct. Corner again. De Bruyne takes it into the near post. Goalkeeper comes, gets a good punch on that in amongst a crowd of players. Comes back out to Tielemans, who actually turns and passes it back all the way into his own half. Already today at Euro 2024, if you didn't hear it, Georgia won, Czechia won, the Czech Republic. So that is Georgia's first point at the Euros, their first big tournament, and a handsome win for Portugal. I was listening to Ian Dennis and Chris Sutton while we were sitting up here at the commentary position, so Portugal coasted through that, and have booked their place in the last 16. Here is Luka Bacchio on the right-hand side. Luka Bacchio now as Belgium search for their second goal of the night, their second goal of the tournament. Ball bounces up, hits the hand of the defender, but referee Marciniak says accidental. In fact, he's pointing towards his upper left arm. I think he was outside the penalty area, so there wasn't an issue as to whether it might be a penalty or not, but Romania have given it away again. Tielemans now into the legs of the defender. De Bruyne in on the challenge. De Bruyne as well comes out with this, puts his foot on the ball, then in comes another channel. De Bruyne still continues, Belgium still going. Luka Bacchio to Lukaku on the edge of the area, and then the clearance on the edge of the box from Burka up towards the halfway line. Belgium very much on the front foot, is it?
Oh, it's brilliant. It's so frantic, it's intense. The second balls are firing around everywhere, but Romania's shape defensively, they could have easily crumbled since conceding, but they've been so compact, and they're getting three players out wide to stop Doku in particular cutting inside. It's been brilliant from Romania, the shape.
Belgium go back towards the edge of their own box. Belgium 1, Romania 0. And at half-time on 5 Live tonight, we'll have more on those earlier results in our earlier commentaries. There is a choice of listening tonight, incidentally. The Charlotte Edwards Cup final commentary from Derby is on Sports Extra right now, as Tielemans carries the ball forward. Luka Bacchio, left foot shot. I think it might have flicked off the defenders. There were two of them in front of him as it made its way over the top of the bar. The goalkeeper flung a hand at it. Whether it flicked his fingers or not, I'm not sure, but it is another corner to Belgium.
Yeah, I think it came off the defender, but Belgium look like they're going to score every time they attack. The ball's breaking in the midfield. They're picking up the loose balls, and either Tielemans or De Bruyne is just driving forward and feeding the wingers. It must be a field day for the front three of Belgium.
Yeah, it was off the toe end of one of the defenders, and it took it actually by 2 or 3 yards over the top of the crossbar. It's the kind of front foot football, taking advantage of your attacking talents, that I think England supporters want to see. De Bruyne with this latest corner, which is hooked away for Romania to the halfway line from the edge of the 6-yard box, and actually all the way back to the goalkeeper Castells, who also plays his football in Saudi Arabia. No Thibaut Courtois, as has been much discussed, but Belgium doing fine in this match without him. This positive Belgian performance. Nana to Tielemans, and then back into the centre circle to Fass. Fass now picks out Luka Bacchio on the right wing, and then Fass again. That was a little short actually, and then Luka Bacchio in with a challenge, and that's all because of that miss-hit pass from Fass. Luka Bacchio in with the challenge on Dragouche, and it's a yellow card for Luka Bacchio, and that means that he will not be able to play. He'll be suspended for Belgium's final match against Ukraine on Wednesday.
Yeah, and his teammate better give him an apology in the changing rooms at half-time, because he sold them short on that pass and they were away. Dragouche.
Free kick taken by Romania out to the right-hand side, and it is Ratsiu who is onto this, but tackling back on him. It is Doku. For most of the match we've seen Doku attacking Ratsiu, but here it's the opposite, and Ratsiu wins the throw-in, which he takes quickly. Dennis Mann now on the right. He's one of the Serie B players from Italy, plays for Parma, who actually finished top of Serie B this season. Romania played in now towards the edge of the area, flicked back out towards the right-hand side, ball into the box, but Vertonghen is able to clear on his right foot. The midfielder Razvan Marin was in there for Romania, but Vertonghen was able to get there easily enough.
Yeah, it was almost brilliant from Romania, because the switch ball across the pitch, it was Mann that just laid it into the path of Marin, who was joining in from midfield, and he would have had an open shot in the 6-yard box, but Vertonghen read it.
Romania come again as they play from right to left, attacking towards the end where all of the Romanian tricolours of red, yellow and blue are being waved. Razvan Marin now to the edge of the penalty. Here's Dennis Mann again on his left foot. Mann with a shot, but Castells is able to go down and save that quite comfortably, just dropped on it to his left.
Yeah, again, it's good play from Romania, just cutting through the midfield. It was almost like the Belgian midfielders weren't there. They just passed it through, received it on the half turn, fed man who cut inside, and the shot was a little bit tame, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. He's 25 years old, Dennis Mann, the right midfielder, winger, if you like. As I say, plays for Parma. And he is certainly doing his reputation no harm, but it's Belgium who come forward with De Bruyne. Then the pass to the right to Lukebakio, flick from him, but it bounced off the defender. And Castagna couldn't take it into his stride. And now Romania break away with Dragush, the number 19, Dragush still going. Tielemans in front of him, square pass, that's poor. And Nana just steps onto that, and now Belgium on the counter-attack, and Nana's pass to Lukebakio into the penalty area on the right, tries to go round defender. Banku, who did actually stand up to that very well. Lukaku was waiting in the middle, but well defended by the left-back corner.
We've just seen such an intense 60 seconds with both teams nicking the ball off each other, counter-attacking, and then it's coming back the other way. Really, really good football. I'm sure the managers might disagree, but very exciting to watch nonetheless.
So yet another corner. I think this is number 7. Yes, it is number 7. That's backed up by the information on our UEFA screen up here in the commentary position. So Kevin De Bruyne waiting to take this from the right hand side, standing with his hands on his hips. The Belgian supporters, you can hear them clapping with the rhythm. Corner is taken by De Bruyne, not headed away by Dragush, but no one else got a touch, so Dennis Mann is able to run away with the ball. Tielemans has gone with him. Mann looking for the options. Dragush has gone with him. Then it goes back to Ratsiu, the right back from Rayo Vallecano, and then Ratsiu with the dyed blue hair a la Sonic the Hedgehog, which is also going back a bit. He's able to pass it over the halfway line. And then it bounces all the way forward where Castells had to get there fast. Was in on the challenge with Dragush, but I thought for a moment there, Dragush was going to get to it first.
So did I. The pass into the space is absolutely brilliant, and Fast thinks he gets there before him, but he doesn't. And he is so lucky that his goalkeeper is there, Castells, to mop up. So that was brilliant from Romania yet again. Yeah,
he got round the side of Fast as the goalkeeper was coming out, and they were a little fortunate there, Belgium, that they were able to survive that one, but they do, and they lead by 1-0. So if it were to stay like this, it would be 3 points all in this group E, involving Romania, Ukraine, Slovakia and Belgium. The runners-up in this group will play probably France or Netherlands, you'd think, from Group D, but we'll sort that out over the coming days. So a little exchange going on down there between the 4th official and Edward Iordanescu, the coach of Romania. His dad was a very fine former player for Romania, won over 50 caps, but also coached the team 3 times, the Romanian national team, including the last time that they were at a tournament back in 2016 in France. And also he was the coach when they reached the quarterfinals of the World Cup in USA in 1994, and there are all of those famous names playing in that Romanian team. Long ball forward from the halfway line from De Bruyne. Castagna gets a foot to it, but it just bounces through off him for a goal kick. Yeah, famous names at the time, Izzy. Famous names like Dan Petrescu of Chelsea fame, Popescu, Dumitrescu, Radichoiu and Munteanu. I was looking back at those names this afternoon, and I was there, it was a right trip down memory lane.
I remember 2 of them.
Well, as is well chronicled when you and I worked together, you were born a little bit after me. Here's De Bruyne, who heads it forward. Then it's taken down by Banku. De Bruyne bounces for him. De Bruyne this time not able to find the pass to Ducker on the edge of the penalty area. And Nana. Then back to Tielemans. Tielemans with the pass out to the right-hand side to Castagna. Gold number glinting on his back. The floodlights taking full effect now here inside the stadium in Cologne. Tielemans, then Nana on the right-hand side. And then Nana back to the halfway line to Wout Fast. Belgium have been the better side, but Romania have certainly carried a threat. And now, over on that far side, Doku actually begins to cut inside early, gives it to Onana, then Kevin De Bruyne just flicks it to his right. Belgium dominating the possession as we expected them to do. Castagna, then back to Luca Bacchio, and all the way back towards the halfway line again. Really, Domenico Tedesco and the Belgians and all of these Red Devils fans, it just has the feel that they need that second goal. One might not be enough.
Yeah, because Romania have shown glimpses that they can do something in a split second.
Pass to the halfway line, but it bounces off Banku, and now Belgium back on it again. Luca Bacchio to Castagna, who goes through the challenge of Marius Marine, and then Luca Bacchio, and then Kevin De Bruyne. Low, weak shot goal, and the goalkeeper Nita is able to drop down onto his knees and collect that easily.
Yeah, it's De Bruyne getting into the box. He just tries the shot early, but he doesn't get enough purchase on the ball, and Romelu Lukaku's inside the box and he's actually asking for the ball. I think he's got a right to ask, so he would have had a tap in.
Romania challenged by Onana, but referee plays advantage. He has a pass forward into the penalty area, but goalkeeper Castells is quickly out to slide and take it comfortably at the feet of Mihaila.
Yeah, Castells has done well again, the Belgian goalkeeper, just to read that, because Romania are sensing that just before half time they're going to try and nick one.
So it is Belgium who are in possession again inside their own half. 5 Live on Saturday night, Euro 2024. Hope you're enjoying it all across the BBC, whether it's 5 Live or BBC Sounds. You can listen as well via your smart speaker on most devices. You just say play Radio 5 Live, but we're available on the iPlayer, the website and app as well. But the match commentaries, of course, at the centre of what we do. Every match covered. And also via BBC Sounds you can go back and rewind the live radio or go back and listen to the commentaries again, whether it's the England or Scotland matches. Not sure you necessarily want to listen back to the Denmark game again, but maybe so, as Doku concedes a free kick for a challenge on Dragoshin, and Romania have a free kick just inside their own half as half-time approaches. I think the Romanians, after conceding the early goal, I imagine there'll be an element of being quite satisfied that they haven't conceded another one.
Yeah, superb response from them. Not to concede again, because Belgium have had many chances, but also to have a few chances of their own as well. And just watching the way they've evolved in this game, they are taking on board everything their coach is asking them to do. You can tell. Really clever.
Romania passing it forward again towards Mihaila, who was actually unwell ahead of the first match, and having recovered from that there was an expectation that he would come into the side, which he has today, for Coleman, who's on the bench. Romania win a throw in on the far side, and then after it's taken, a bit of an uncertain slice by Keat has put it behind into the Romanian fans for a corner to Eduard Iordănescu's side from the far side. So Dennis Mann is over there with Rațiu. I think it will be Mann to take it as an in-swinger with his left foot, takes it short, and then Rațiu with the cross that is headed up by Burka, who was under pressure, the central defender, just outside the 6-yard box, but up over the top.
Yeah, he drops to his knees because the big centre-back's up, of course, for the corner. I really like the way Romania work that. They look like they're going to do an in-swinger. They roll it short, and then it turns out to be an out-swinging corner. And Burka knows he could have got more purchase on the header. At least kept it down and troubled the goalkeeper.
So 1 minute of added time at the end of the first half, and it's all of those Belgian fans, mainly in the stand to our right and on the far side, that are the happier of the two. So many, thousands and thousands and thousands of replica red shirts, all of the various incarnations of the Belgian national team shirt. And you've also as well now got, I mean, it must be very, very popular, because the light blue, the new light blue Tintin style away shirt is very much in evidence in amongst all of the red. They wore that kit at Wembley when it was the light blue shirt, the brown shorts and the white socks, a la the boy detective of Hergé. As the half-time whistle goes, and Belgium do have the lead. For Romania, it was very much a case of great snakes when Tielemans scored that goal after 73 seconds. It's been an enjoyable match, Izzy, and the Belgians are edging it after scoring their first goal of the tournament.
They are. It's been an incredible watch. Really intense from the first seconds of the match. And that early goal for Belgium put them at ease, but they didn't lay off the gas. It's been brilliant from both sides, and let's see what Romania can come back out with in the second half.
Yep, the players just heading towards us, towards the dressing rooms, way down below at half-time here in Cologne. The score is Belgium 1, Romania 0, thanks to that 73-second Tielemans goal. Right, we are seconds into the second half, and it is Romania in the all-yellow kit who are on the attack. No changes to the teams at half-time. Here's Dennis Mann putting in with his left foot. That's a shot, but it's straight at Castells. That absolutely flew at him. Yeah, but it was more or less at him, and Castells was able to gather the ball into his chest.
He's in the mood, isn't he, Dennis Mann? He's been lively in the first half and then picking up the second half brilliantly well.
Yeah, that's Izzy Christiansen, England midfielder, part of our 5 Live and BBC Euro 2024 team out here. I'll run you through the teams that are on the pitch in a moment, but Romania are on the attack again, trying to make a strong start, but the ball forward from about 30 yards out from the captain Stanchu is all the way through for a goal kick. So it is Belgium 1, Romania 0. Belgium scoring their first goal of the tournament, on for their first points of the tournament. Yuri Tielemans' goal in the second minute, indeed after 73 seconds, well hit shot that flew past goalkeeper Nitsa. Goal kick for the Belgians, who have Castells in goal, who's just made that save. Castagna, Fass, Vertongen and Theat is the back four today, so Vertongen and Theat coming in from the opening match. Then in midfield, Onana with Tielemans and Kevin De Bruyne, the captain. Luka Bacchio on the right hand side, Doku on the left, and Romelu Lukaku up front, still looking for his first goal of the tournament, although did set up that opener for Tielemans. Trossard is among the substitutes, the Arsenal man, and Romania with Nitsa in goal, back four of Ratsiu, Dragoshin of Tottenham, Burka and Banku, and the Romanians are on the attack and breaking away into the penalty area, but Mihaila just took it wide across the area as he broke forward. There was a defender with him, and when he shot for goal, he rather blazed it wide, is it?
Yeah, you can see exactly what Romania are trying to do. They've got forward runners, they play the first pass long, they pick up the seconds, and Mihaila, he just does really well to get the shot off, but he runs out of speed, doesn't he? And Onana gets back in, but promising start from Romania, I tell you that.
Yeah, very. That's exactly what I'm sure Edward Iodanescu, the coach, will have asked for. So they've got Ratsiu, Dragoshin, Burka and Banku at the back, Marius Marin, Razvan Marin and Stanchu in the middle, Dennis Mann on the right, Valentin Mihaila there, who's just had that chance on the left, and Dragush through the middle. And it's just beginning to get dark here. I see those towers, the 4 towers in the corner of the stand are actually lit up in different colours when it's a night match. And pleasant evening here in Cologne, not far from the River Rhine, as Mihaila wasn't able to pass the ball to the arriving Banku, but Romania come again as they attack towards the end, where the vast majority of the Belgian fans are. The stand's absolutely packed here. That's a nice touch by Dragush, but cut out by Tielemans, and Fass is able to pass it back to goalkeeper Castells, who knocks it out to the far side to Castagna, and now Yuri Tielemans finds a little bit of space out towards the right hand side, goes for the long pass, but that's way beyond Romelu Lukaku, who just stands and gives Castagna a hard stare for that one. Is he? That's not Romelu Lukaku's game, chasing after those.
Certainly not, and it's probably the first misplaced pass by Yuri Tielemans we've seen this evening.
Yeah, Romelu Lukaku standing on the edge of the penalty area now is Doku, who is very bright in the first half, takes the ball on. The Romanians wanted a corner for that, but the final touch was off the Manchester City man, and it is a goal kick on the edge of the Romanian penalty area. The goalkeeper Nitsa, who plays in Turkey for Gaziantep, takes the goal kick, bounces back into the left back area, cleared but given away to Tielemans. Now here's Onana just moves to his left, takes it away from Romania and back to Theat on the halfway line, and then Doku on the left flank. The whistles again from the Romanian fans. I can see a number of them coming back into the stadium from their little half-time break. There's a massive area just behind the goal, sort of an entrance there which is very wide and quite high. It's rather odd, and so you can see Romanians in their yellow shirts coming back in dribs and drabs as Belgium have the ball on the edge of their own box. We'll be back here, won't we, on Tuesday night for the England-Slovenia match in this stadium as Belgium, Tiat plays it down the left for Doku. Doku now, Dragashin has come out with him. Doku takes him into the penalty area, goes for the byline. The cross is over the top of Lukaku. Goalkeeper was stretching for it, but neither of them got a touch. And Belgium again take up possession on the far side, and these dark red shirts, in comes the challenge to put it out of play for another Belgian throw. Yeah, that's the nearly part of Jeremy Doku's game. He does so well to break down this left-hand side. He drives into the box, cuts onto his left, and it must have been inches over Romelu Lukaku's head, but that's more like it from Doku. Belgium 1, Romania 0, 5 live from the BBC. Tiat out to the left-hand side again to Doku. They want him running at Ratsiu, who's one of the fastest players in the Spanish league, against Doku, one of the quickest players in world football. De Bruyne back to Onana, then back to Tiat. Parked 15 yards inside the Romanian half. Tiat drags it back, and then Doku, but Ratsiu's very tight to him. That's a nice flick down the line. Then Tiat back to De Bruyne on his right foot with the curler beyond the far post. Just didn't have enough bend on it from the great man. Oh, that was unbelievable by De Bruyne. Shifts it onto his right. The run from Lukaku again takes the players away, and he's trying to shape it across goal. How often have we seen those nestle in the far corner, but just wide of the post? Oh, now this is a problem for Belgium, because Doku has gone to ground. And what's happened to him? He seems to be looking at is it his foot or his lower leg? Well, he's sat down on the pitch, and the medical people are around him now, and they've got the old spray out, and are indeed spraying his right ankle, I think, is he? Looks to be moving okay, and I just noticed there Yuri Tielemans just had a little word with him, and I think it was the classic teammate to teammate, don't risk it, mate. I think it might have been the way that he fell, Doku, as he was crossing the ball, but he's okay. He's back on the field. The Manchester City man scored in the FA Cup final when Manchester City were denied the double. Belgium on the back foot now as Romania bring it forward in the centre circle with Marius Marin. Now Dragashin, his pass forward, that was intercepted and anticipated by Tiat. Then De Bruyne now is fouled, and that's a free kick to Belgium, just a few yards inside their own half. Belgium in their final match, when the final group games are played at the same time, that's Wednesday night. Belgium will play Ukraine, whereas Romania will play Slovakia. This, if it stays like this, that could be a night when it very much is a tricky one for the old various equations and permutations. Are you working on those matches? I am very grateful to be on air, but I hope I'm not. Right. Permutations are not my strong. Are they not? Yeah, sometimes they're not the easiest. There was a late challenge there on Vertonghen. Dragouche just came across as Vertonghen was striking it downfield, so the referee, the World Cup final man from Qatar, Simon Marciniak, gives the free kick. I think Belgium are going to make a change, aren't they? They've got Leandro Trossard preparing to come on, having been left out of the starting lineup here, so I wonder if he's just not going to take any chances with Doku. Yeah. Up it goes towards Lukaku, off his head and through to goalkeeper Nitsa. Yeah, and you were saying, John, that Luka Bakayoko will be suspended for the next match, so I'm just wondering whether Tedesco will be having a look at Trossard and the balance that the wingers can give him. Yes, that is very possible. Luka Bakayoko receiving that yellow card in the first half. There's good work from Doku. Lukaku now across to De Bruyne, right foot. Good save by Nitsa. That was a very well struck low shot by De Bruyne. Not right into the bottom corner, but it was well hit, and Nitsa went down and actually gathered it.
Tell you what, that first touch from De Bruyne is just delightful. The way he shifts the ball so cleanly. He swivels his body with his back to goal and he just fires, and it doesn't quite nestle in the corner. But my word, he's unstoppable when he gets the ball like that.
Ball's out of play, so I think we will see the Arsenal man, Leandro Trossard, coming onto the field. Such a good finish to the season for Arsenal, with 4 goals in his last 6 appearances, and it is Luka Bacchio who's going to be withdrawn from the far side. Well, you can hear the reaction there. I think it actually might be the reaction of the Romanian fans, because Luka Bacchio tried to leave the field, walk towards this side, having been on the far side, and the referee was onto that immediately and said, no you don't, off on the far side. So Trossard is going to the right.
Yeah, different balance now. It'll be to the Belgian side. Luka Bacchio had hugged the touchline, he'd stayed wide, he'd run in behind, and Trossard I expect to come a little bit more inside and start combining centrally.
Yeah, Leandro Trossard is on. That's the first change that either of the coaches has made. Belgium still lead by 1-0. BBC 5 live from Germany. And now with Mihaila on the left-hand side, gets it back on the edge of the box. There's a rising shot that he hits after coming in from the left-hand side, but he got right underneath it. It flew away over the top into those bouncing Belgian fans.
He doesn't quite catch it, does he? He does everything right. And they've pierced through the midfield of Belgium a few times. Romania, and they've done it really well, but just lacked that final cutting edge.
I remember at Wembley in March in the friendly against England, they did start with Doku on one side and Trossard on the other, and in that match there was quite a bit of switching across from side to side, so they might well do that. But it is Doku on the left and Trossard on the right for the time being, and actually Doku has run into problems in the middle, and the ball's been won back by Romania, by Razvan Marino, but they've lost it in centre field. This could open up for Belgium. Lukaku with a pass, De Bruyne with space, right across the 6-yard box, and Doku couldn't get there. I thought he was going to be there to tap it in. Still going. Lukaku is teed up by Doku, but the Lukaku right foot shot was also blocked by a defender in the penalty area, and it all results in the end in a free kick to the Belgians on the far side after a foul.
That was unbelievable again by Lukaku, dropping in the link-up play, the first time pass into De Bruyne, and De Bruyne just feeds it into the space for Doku, and I don't really know what Doku's thinking, to be honest. I don't know if he's anticipated De Bruyne putting it in there, but I'll tell you what, that's something you do if you're playing with Kevin De Bruyne, that he's going to find you inside the box. He just doesn't gamble.
Yes, he very nearly set him up. It wasn't quite as open and obvious as Cristiano Ronaldo set up earlier for Bruno Fernandes, which I couldn't believe my eyes. De Bruyne plays the ball in. Lukaku with a chance. He helped it on really with his right instep from the edge of the 6-yard box, but he helped it straight at the goalkeeper, who was able to deal with it very well actually again. Yeah,
he's getting closer, isn't he, Lukaku? But perhaps it is the tournament of the unselfish striker, John.
Is there such a thing?
Well, Lukaku's already contributed in this one with an assist.
Yeah. The night of the unselfish striker. As the ball is played, Ratziu could be in here. Oh, well defended for Tongan. What a pass that was from centre field. I think it was Marius Marine, the man in the middle, the number 6, who hit that pass at pace for the right back. Ratziu certainly used his pace there, but excellently defended by the veteran for Tongan. Now a ball into the area to Dragush, who goes down with for Tongan. But that's very Romania, that, wasn't it?
The pass was exceptional by Marin in the centre of the pitch. He's just cut through the whole of Belgium's spine.
And now yellow card for the left back, the Romanian left back Bancu. After Belgium were trying to bring it forward, and Trossard had his heels clipped really, and therefore yellow card for the left back Bancu. But excellent defending from Vertonghen against Ratziu.
Yeah, brilliant. He read it really well. And Ratziu thought he was in, and he almost was.
Vertonghen making his first appearance of this tournament. It is his 6th either European Championship or World Cup Finals tournament. Belgium's most capped player. So they've got their most capped player and their record goal scorer on the pitch. Romelu Lukaku with the astonishing 85 international goals. Of the European countries, only Cristiano Ronaldo has scored more than that. But he's yet to get off the mark here at this tournament. Throwing to the Belgians on the left that Thiat is going to take. There's a run from Trossard, and it's a good run as well. Down towards the byline, works it back across. Lukaku was trying to get there, but actually Banku came across ahead of the goalkeeper, who was going down and just whacked it out of play behind for... Did that go out for a throw or a corner? I think it's a throw, isn't it? Yeah, near the corner flag. There is a smoke bomb going off in the Romanian fans behind that goal. That will be the subject, I'm sure, of a lengthy UEFA meeting in the morning and a fine for the Romanian FA. Throw from Thiat to Kevin De Bruyne, tried to win a corner, defender did well, actually took it away from him. Romanians haven't cleared yet. Ratsu just kicks it up in the air, bounces down, Thiat is after that, and De Bruyne allows it to bounce out of play for a throw, which he takes quickly. Trossard now pulls that down beautifully, lovely touch from Leandro Trossard. All the play here is in a very congested Romanian right back area. The Belgians with it, with Doku, and then eventually it's cleared into Doku, and then eventually referee Marciniak blows the whistle, and we can clear the ball out of that area.
Yeah, just trying to digest that little passage of play there, because the linesman on the far side's done really well to keep up with that. It was like pinball.
Into the last half hour here in Cologne, the city in western Germany. This is now another second division stadium that we're in after FC Cologne were relegated last season. There is an announcement which I suspect has something to do with the flares and the smoke bombs that are going off in amongst the Romanian fans. Pass to the left hand side, Mihaila's chasing that, and Belgium are able to win it back on the edge of their own penalty area. Tielemans, lovely ball from Tielemans on the edge of his own box to release De Bruyne. Quick pass from De Bruyne as well to Doku. Doku against Ratziu. Doku cuts in field, then back onto his left foot, runs away from Dragoshin, shoots from the angle, but into the outside of the netting of the goal. And Doku lies on his back after yet another pacey run like that, which took maximum effort.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Ratziu's done so well this game to keep up with Doku, and every time Doku slowed him down and tried to chop him the other way, he stayed with him, he stood firm, he's not dived in. He's had a really good game, the Romanian right back.
Belgium 1, Romania 0, third commentary of the day. Just 2 matches tomorrow at the same time. Don't miss it tomorrow night. Scotland against Hungary, when Pat Nevin and Alistair Bruce Ball will be back in action. Huge night for Scotland if they're able to win and get through to the knockout stages of a major tournament for the first time. There's De Bruyne, then passes through the middle, Lukaku, left foot, there it is, 2-0 Belgium, the old combination. Kevin De Bruyne runs towards Romelu Lukaku, all of the teammates there together, and Lukaku is able to tuck it away beyond the dive of Nietzsche down to his right. Lukaku scores, and Belgium leads Romania by 2-0.
Yeah, Romania's high line, it just leaves that invitation for Lukaku to run in behind. And you've got a player like De Bruyne in there, he just receives it on the back foot, and there's nothing fancy about it. It's just a straight pass through the centre of that Romanian defence, and Lukaku gets on the end of it, and it's a really clean finish by him into the right of the goalkeeper, into the near post.
There is a check for a potential offside. That's the cheer that you can hear, and the cheer suggests to me that it's been ruled out. Now that is a surprise. Yes, it has. Up on the screen it says indeed the goal has been disallowed. Well, the view that I had there, it did look as though he was onside, but back to 1-0. And Romania on the attack. They have had the reprieve. Now they're trying to equalise with a back heel that bounces across the Belgian box and away from Dennis Mann, and then a foul on De Bruyne as Belgium are trying to break away, and the yellow card is shown to the Romanian number 6, and we've got yet another announcement in the stadium. And I think that's because there are now smoke bombs going off in the Belgian section. I'm not sure whether they think that an announcement over the loudspeaker system is going to stop people letting off smoke bombs. I think that's wildly optimistic. Anyway, offside. I don't know. Looked onside to me, but the automated system is definitive.
Yeah, the Romanian backline looked really high, but I thought the same as you, John, but the atmosphere is absolutely incredible, isn't it?
Just trying to reach the old Tipex down in my bag, but to get it back to 1-0, and Kevin De Bruyne back to Vertonghen on the edge of his penalty area. Fass is able to carry the ball forward, and on his right foot hits a long pass. De Bruyne's trying to get away from Ratsiu. Does bounce for De Bruyne in the penalty area. Dragusin forces him wide. Deflect. Lukaku already denied. Hits the goalkeeper with the shot, who just stood up tall. He worked it to his right, Lukaku, who thought he was off and running. He's now had the ball in the net 3 times, and this time hit that with real force, and this one was saved by goalkeeper Nita.
Yeah, Borca does really well, the centre-back, just to be tight, just to shut down the angle, and I don't know if we'll have the luxury of having Joe Hart's view on that post-match, but again, it looked to me like he'd shut the angle down, and it gave the goalkeeper Nita the opportunity to make the save.
Just inking out in Tipex the name of Romelu Lukaku. So yet to get off the mark. Trossard from the right hand side. The score: Belgium 1, Romania 0. Doku on the left, back to De Bruyne, right foot shot, but that flew away above the goal by probably 3, 4, 5 yards, as many as that, into the Romanian fans, who were in good spirits. That was one of the biggest cheers of the night when it went up on the big screens that the Lukaku goal had been ruled out. And actually they're now showing it on the big screens, how far offside it was, and it was extremely tight. And listen to the reaction from the Belgium supporters. And Romanians in the stands to our left are clapping their hands and saying, yes, absolutely right, absolutely right.
Clear as day.
Yes. And double change for Romania now. They are bringing on Darius Alariu of FCSB, the former Steaua Bucharest. Marius Marin is being substituted. He's recently received a yellow card, and I see that also coming onto the field is the number 10, Yanis Hadji, is coming on, the son of Georgie. And now Romania with a chance into the penalty area, and Castells makes the save from Dennis Mann on his right foot in the box. He was one-on-one after holding off the challenge, and goalkeeper Castells was able to make the save.
Oh, he's got to score. Dennis Mann, he's right through on goal. It's a brilliant save by Castells, but that was Romania's chance.
And now Belgium, as it flows from end to end this match. Belgium leading by the one early goal from Tielemans. Trossard though to De Bruyne. Now to the left hand side to Doku. Doku again up against Ratsiu. Goes for the byline. Low ball across, cleared away by Dragusin on the edge of his 6-yard box, and then Tiat puts in the challenge against Dennis Mann to knock it out of play for a throw to the Romanians halfway inside their own half. It was Mihaila who was substituted, Izzy, who, as we said, was ill before the first match, so maybe, a physical issue there, but Yanis Hadji coming on, the son of Georgie, the man who won 124 caps for Romania, one of the greats. But Yanis Hadji himself, who was on loan at Alaves this season, is still a Rangers player, is on in place of Mihaila. So the first couple of changes in the match, and the ball out of play for a throw-in to Belgium inside their own half.
Yeah, Dennis Mann has got the beating of Tiat, left back for Belgium, and so what Romania are doing is they're just trying to switch the play and get him in a 1v1 situation, because he's the man. Dennis Mann, he's on fire.
So Alariu on into the midfield for Marin, and Romania have possession in centre field. Yanis Hadji is leaned into by Castagna, but no free kick. And Romania again with smoke from those canisters hanging in the air. high in the Cologne Stadium. Dennis Mann to Ratsiu. Ratsiu's ball across to the corner of the 6-yard box is cleared away, lifted away, left-footed by Vertonghen. And a throw-in to Romania. That was quite the let-off when it seemed that Lukaku had scored and made it 2-0. The VAR intervened, the semi-automated system. So 1-0 the score remains. Onana, overhead clearance towards Lukaku. Now here's Hadji on the left-hand side, has to stretch for that. The Belgians also going to make a couple of changes. Carrasco is going to come on, and Mangala as well into the midfield. So Tedesco just standing to the left of them, while Romania have possession inside the Belgian half. To the left-hand side it goes. Now up towards the edge of the box, where Alaru gives it back out to the left-hand side. A burst forward from Banku, the left back. In comes the challenge from Fas, out of play. Romania just having a little spell here. Hadji infield, and Onana puts in a tackle that is deflected right across the Belgian half and out of play for a throw-in. And as the ball bounces out of play, we will see that change now with just under 20 minutes to play. Double change for the Belgians, and it's the goal scorer Yuri Tielemans who is going to come off. He came into the side today to replace Mangala, who is coming on now as a substitute, and also coming off is Jeremy Doku, and as I say, Yannick Carrasco will move into that position on the left-hand side. Yannick Carrasco, another of the Saudi Arabian-based players involved in this match. A bit of a Tedesco favourite in the time that he has been manager since the last World Cup. Teat then, as play gets underway again, up towards Lukaku. Burka beats Lukaku to it. Ratsiu and wins the throw-in off Carrasco, who feels that the final touch was off. There was another Romanian player, Dennis Mann, was actually standing there, but the ball is out of play in the end for what is given as a Romanian throw. I think the referee overruled that.
Yeah, he did. And Carrasco that's come on, he played left back in the first game, but I think the statistics suggest he is much more effective further forward.
Yep, Carrasco, 30 years old now. Romania up to Hadji, but over there on the right-hand side, Mangala plays it back to Onana, and now all the way back to Vertonghen on the halfway line. Teat, with that thick curly hair of his tied tightly back behind his head in a big bunch. Teat is able to play it all the way back towards the edge of his own penalty area. The Romanian supporters raise the volume, and the Belgian fans inside the ground do the same as well. Fast into crossfield pass, which was way behind Carrasco, even though it was more or less straight at Domenico Tedesco. He applauded the intent from Fas. That's the kind of thing he wants to see. But Romania still very much in this, is he, with just over 15 minutes to go.
They are. They just need one moment, and well, to be honest, they've already had it when Mann went through on goal, but they just look so good when they attack.
Romania again come forward. Positive from both fullbacks for Romania. Banku on the left and Ratsu on the right. Hadji now the substitute. Left-footed ball to him, back towards the halfway line, where Razvan Marin gives it to the left-hand side. Banku is there again. Work back centrally again to Razvan Marin. A right foot shot from him from distance, but never threatened a goal. Always heading well wide of the right post as he looked at it. Goal kick to the Belgians.
Very, very ambitious effort by Rasmus Marin there from a long distance. He catches it quite well, but Romania have been really patient in their build-up, and what's impressed me a lot about them is in the final third, when the ball does break down and they lose it, they've been so quick to get it back. And again, I'm just so impressed with the tactical setup of them.
Goal kick to Belgium, who lead by 1-0 here in Cologne. Long goal kick from the goalkeeper towards the edge of the penalty area, where Ratsiu for Romania via Banku, played up towards Hadji, who then goes back into his own half. And Romania looking for the ball out towards Ratsiu here. Oh, that's poorly hit. It's way over the top of Ratsiu and out of play for another throw to the Belgians, who are going to make another change as well down there. And it is the central defender Zeno de Bast of Anderlecht who is going to be the next man onto the field for Belgium. So I'm not sure what the state of fitness of Jan Vertonghen will be. He did miss the latter part of the season, didn't play in the first match. He's brought forward now, but the change won't take place yet because the throw has been taken. Here's Carrasco. Carrasco then all the way back towards the halfway line. Just joined us on 5 Live tonight. 1-0 Belgium lead, a very early goal. The Belgians thought they'd scored a second when Romelu Lukaku shot past goalkeeper Nitsa, but that was ruled out for offside, a very narrow offside decision. Very, very narrow. I'm just being shown it again, Izzy, the close-up.
That's a toenail.
That is, well, it's a toenail and a little bit of his knee as well. And it's actually Teat who is coming off, who also has had fitness issues. So Arta Teat, the Rennes left back, who can also play in central defence. This was his first appearance at a major tournament. Great night for him. Was at the World Cup with Belgium, but just an in-use substitute. And earlier in his career, he thought he wasn't going to make it. He made inquiries to see if he could perhaps move into the construction industry instead of being a professional footballer. But his fortunes rocketed, and here he is now.
So he's off. He can construct an attack because he's moved over to right back, and Castagna, who was starting at right back's come over to left back.
Yeah, and we have seen him there, haven't we, at left back on occasions, Castagna, throughout his career. So not totally alien. 1-0 Belgium lead, and Romanians with a free kick inside their own half. So Zeno de Bast has gone over there to the far side, and Romania take this free kick forward towards Hadji. Chest that down on the halfway line. Olaru is onto that, winning another throw-in for the Romanians. That is taken to the captain, Stancu, back into his own half. Long pass forward from Burka up towards the edge of the penalty area, where Castagna heads it away, now in his left-back position. Ratsiu gets his head down, plays it into centre field, forward from Burka, and then through the middle, Hadji gets it back. Hadji attacking the Belgian penalty area, challenged by Onana, but I think he went down, Hadji, but I think he just slipped. They wanted a free kick, but I think he did just lose his footing on the edge of the penalty area. Romania come again, though, on the left-hand side. Here's the cross from Banku into the penalty area, but the offside flag is up, and there's general applause from the Belgian defenders, and actually Fass and Vertonghen have a little embrace together at the working of the offside trap.
Yeah, and they know they're under pressure, that's why. And that little 1-2 in the centre of the midfield from Hadji, I think he got it back from his midfield partner, Olaru. It was a delightful little round the corner pass. He got it back, and then he ended up driving at Onana, slipping. And I think Onana caught him a little bit late, but he'd already gone down to the floor off his own work, not Onana's.
And actually, the television in the commentary position here shows that Hadji, the left side of Hadji's shirt has been ripped open. So I'm assuming that was a handful of Onana.
I suppose at this stage, in the intensity of this match, you take any sort of ventilation you can get out there, because it's played at such a tempo.
Ball all the way through. De Bruyne could be in. He is! Kevin De Bruyne makes it 2-0 Belgium. Well, that was route one from the Belgians. Right over the top. The goalkeeper, the Romanian goalkeeper, Nita, has gone down in a pile. He came out. De Bruyne went through, and Kevin De Bruyne, the captain, 32 years old, nearly 33, scored his first goal of the tournament. Belgium second, and doubled their lead. Belgium 2, Romania 0, and I think this one will stand.
Yeah, it's happened in a split second. Route one, the flick on from it's not even Lukaku. He doesn't do anything, but his presence affects it, and De Bruyne just continues his run and just slots it home. past Nizza, classic Kevin De Bruyne, tidy finish.
He did actually collide with Nizza. After De Bruyne just got a toe end to it, he did actually catch him on the follow through. It was quite nasty. You know, he got to the ball at full stretch, and as the goalkeeper came out, one of those collisions, wasn't it? And in fact, there's a goal check. There is a goal check going home, and there is a check for potential offside. And if they are looking at this, although I had a feeling it came off the head of the defender. Actually, the check is over. The check is over, and the goal does stand. So it is 2-0. It is 2-0. The De Bruyne goal stands. I just felt that it did just, you said it was going to glance off the head of Lukaku. I thought it maybe touched the defender.
Yeah, I thought it was Lukaku, but I think it was Borka who'd gone in with Lukaku for the flick on.
Yeah.
He ended up, but it's that anticipation from De Bruyne.
So there we are, 2-0, and it looks as though the Belgians are on their way to their opening win of the tournament here, as Romania try to come forward and attack down the left-hand side. They've made another couple of changes, in fact one more change, the Romanians. They've taken off the centre-forward Dragush and have brought on the Qatari-based Denis Alibek up front, veteran striker, 33 years old. Corner for the Romanians, taken short into the back post, worked across, took a deflection there and is stabbed away on the edge of the box by De Bast, and out of play for a throw to Romania on the right hand side. Into added time now, into the last 10 minutes now, 10 minutes plus added time to play. Romania 2-0 down, won 3-0 in the opening match, 2-0 down now, and the Belgians with Carrasco running away. He's beaten two men and then carries it infield, and arriving in the edge of the area is Trossard, who tried to pick out Lukaku and he couldn't. 6 yards out, Lukaku thought it was rolling into his path, and suddenly a defender appeared from nowhere and denied Lukaku again.
Oh, it was very unselfish from Trossard. The run was brilliant by Carrasco, drifting inside, feeds Trossard, and he opts to square it to Lukaku, and it was just a fraction behind Lukaku, and it would have been a tap-in, and Belgium would have been home. But
yes, another one for the night of the unselfish forward. Here's Ratsiu, into the penalty area. Ratsiu turns, but I think he caught the ball with his standing foot, and it's behind for a goal kick. So 2-0. It looks like Belgium are on the way now, is it?
It certainly does. There's been some absolutely superb bits of play in this match, especially in an attacking sense. Both sets of sides have absolutely gone after it. It's been brilliant to watch.
Yeah, that ball was intercepted by Burka when Trossard thought he was going to set up Romelu Lukaku. You do feel for him a bit, Lukaku. In these first two matches, now had the ball in the net 3 times, and other chances as well, as De Bruyne shoots from distance, but the whistle's already gone for a foul, and it's a free kick after Burka was impeded. So a free kick to Romania, halfway inside his own half. Romelu Lukaku wearing number 10 for this tournament. If you remember, didn't score at the World Cup in Qatar in 2022. There was an issue over his fitness and just made a couple of substitute appearances. Lukaku in the centre circle, heads away, Trossard to the right, Trossard goes for goal, whether he's trying to find De Bruyne or not. It might have been a shot come cross, but it flashed across the goal and through for a goal kick.
Yeah, he's definitely trying to find De Bruyne as he's broken down that right hand side, but he's just not executed the cross. It's hard for De Bruyne to not get on the end of one of his own passes at times, because in fact he would have fed that into the space perfectly.
Belgium 2, Romania 0. We'll have more reaction, of course. All our podcast offerings are on BBC Sounds. Football Daily at the Euros. We'll have all the news in the morning. As Fass has to hold off the challenge that is in on him, and it's poked forwards and cleared off the line. In the end, the defender got there. Romania come again. It's clipped across the penalty area. De Bast volleys it away. Comes out to Ratsiu, and now in centre field Razvan Marin to the left-hand side, right-footed ball right across the box, and actually the uncertain Castagna had to head it behind. There was a man behind him to corner to Romania.
Yeah, they're knocking on the door again, Romania. They're not giving up at all, and it was this little bit of play. Didn't pass the goalkeeper. It's goal bound, isn't it?
Yeah, it was Alibek, the substitute, who's just come on, who got the better of Fass, and that was sloppy by, well, Fass, but sharp by Castagna. Just a toe end on it, really, and it rolled goalwards, and Castagna was able to get there. It wasn't exactly a clearance off the line. He just got the ball away from the 6-yard box.
Yeah, it was good covering in the end from Castagna.
Yeah. So Denis Alibek, the number 7, who is now playing furthest up front. Belgium breakaway again into the penalty area on the right-hand side with Trossard, but Trossard was blocked by Burka, the attempted effort, which bounced away out on the far side. Romania are pressing. They're trying to get a foothold back in the game, and obviously that's opening things up with the pace that Belgium have got of Carrasco on one side and Trossard on the other. Throwing that Belgium are in absolutely no hurry to take here, and I think referee Marciniak is onto this, but no suggestion of a booking for De Bast, who eventually gets there to take this throw on the right hand side. De Bast then back to De Bruyne, who was in an offside position, so it's a free kick to the Romanians. That Kevin De Bruyne goal, by the way, was his 28th for Belgium, and what is his 103rd appearance. Kevin De Bruyne just chasing across as Nitsa, who was beaten by the early shot from Tielemans, but has actually had a pretty good night, as I'm sure Joe Hart will tell us, alongside Mark Chapman back in the studio in Berlin. They are in Berlin, aren't they? I presume they are. There's the clearance downfield from Castells finds Banku, who lifts it into the stand on the far side. The Romanians, it's yellow shirts almost everywhere behind the goal to the left, apart from a section of what I would imagine will be Romanian ultras in black t-shirts who are directly behind the goal. But the greater noise coming from the Belgian fans at the other end, who are beginning to celebrate their first win of the tournament, which I strongly suspect this will be. Throw-in taken for the Belgians into the box, but it bounces all the way through for a goal kick. Yeah, they know how to have a good time, the Belgians, don't they?
They did. They're about 1 o'clock this afternoon in Cologne city centre. They were making as much noise as that, but credit to them for keeping it going.
Yeah, all gathered around the great cathedral in the centre of Cologne, right next to the railway station, which I think might get a visit tomorrow, the cathedral. Great view from the top of it, we hear, as De Bruyne is trying to win the ball back, but is adjudged to have fouled Razvan Marin, and De Bruyne's not very happy about that. I think he thinks he was fouled by Marin, but it's a free kick to Romania.
You know what, that's a terrific spot from the referee, because De Bruyne's got hold of his shorts, but it's on the side where the referee can't actually see it. But the referee signalled to De Bruyne that that's what it was, and he's absolutely spot on.
Edward Iordanescu might be about to make another change. Yes, he is. So another Romanian change is on the way. Romania with the ball in the centre circle, but it's charged down, and Lukaku is off on a run now from centre field after winning the ball back. The angle is tight, goes for goal, saved by the right leg of the goalkeeper. The angle was tight, and on the night of the unselfish centre forward, actually he might have been able to pick out Mangala, but decided not to.
Do you know what, I actually don't think Mangala got up with him quick enough, and I think Lukaku made the right decision to have a shot. It was a brilliant run, so powerful in behind by Lukaku.
Okay, the winger come fullback Dejan Surescu is the next man coming on, so that I think that'll be a straight swap for Ratsiu, the right back. The blue-haired Ratsiu gets a hug from Surescu as he sprints onto the field, and he's sent on his way as well by Edward Iordanescu. The big hope for Romania was that they were going to be able to get underway in this tournament with wins in their first 2 matches. They've only done that once before at a tournament, back at France 98. It was at that tournament, because they'd secured their place in the knockout stages. That was when there was a big bet between all of the players and the manager, Edward Iordanescu's dad, Angel. So he had to shave his head, and all of the players dyed their hair blonde. And no one knew really back in the old days, Izzy, in 1998, and it was my colleague Ian Brown who was commentating that day, who was somewhat taken aback on 5 Live as the Romanians all walked out looking exactly the same. Not the most comfortable of an experiences for Ian. Hello Ian, if you're listening. Here's Hadji outside the box, playing it towards the left-hand side, where Dragoshin has joined the attack. Romania are going for it here. Hadji sending bodies forward. Lots of yellow shirts in the Belgian penalty area, but Anana's able to head that away. We are into added time at the end of the match, with Belgium on the way to victory, and Lukaku now slipping it forward to De Bruyne, who might have a chance of a second goal, but a very, very good interception. In any case, the offside flag was up, but Serescu did well to recover that and stab it out of play. 4 minutes of added time, is it?
Yeah, Lukaku again on the night of the unselfish forward, driving at Romania's defence, and he just waits a little bit too long to release the ball to De Bruyne. It's almost like, I don't want to come across disrespectful to Romania's defence, but it's always been too easy for Belgium to get in behind. But having said that, Romania have got back in so well and got around the ball and put tackles in and blocks.
What do you think generally of Belgium in terms of whether they might be able to go all the way, nearly all the way? The team that's ranked number 3 in the world. You can think about that as Romania attack down the right. Dennis Mann is Castagna is able to get the better of him and then turn and put the ball out of play nearer the halfway line. Throwing to the Romanians, the 2-0 down. Here's Mann again, who just takes the ball out into the full-back area, and then Castagna on his right foot clears it onto the chest of Dragoshin, tries to get it down. He's going to have a shot for goal from distance, which took a deflection actually off Mangala, which meant that it looped up and over the goal and behind for a corner from the left.
Yeah, and it's interesting watching the reaction of Dragoshin, because the centre-back's driven forward and he's had a shot, but he's caught it really well, and he's got his hands behind his head, which suggests that he thinks it might have been in.
Corner taken short on the far side. Banku, his cross is blocked out on the far side. Inside the stadium here tonight, 42,535 is the official attendance for this Euro 2024 group match that will see this group all square, 3 points each after this, between Romania, Ukraine, Slovakia and Belgium, before it's all decided on Wednesday night. Tomorrow night on 5 Live, Scotland against Hungary will be unfolding, so don't miss that from 8 o'clock. And tomorrow, as well as that, we've got County Championship cricket commentary on Sports Extra and the cricket pages of the BBC Sport website. We've got commentary on the Spanish Grand Prix from 2 o'clock, and indeed commentary on Sports Extra on England's match against the USA at the T20 World Cup. And if you're up in the early hours, Afghanistan-Australia is on from round about 1:15. 2-0 Belgium into the last moments of this match. We're in the final minute of added time, and Belgium have got what they wanted. Izzy?
Just going back to your question, John, I think that going forward, Belgium have look more like themselves in terms of the talent they've got in the team. They look to be a nice attacking balance, especially in the midfield, but defensively I would have question marks. Romania have gotten behind them far too easily at times.
Yeah, 19 attempts on goal they've had tonight, the Belgians, 9 of them on target. So they are potent. They could have done with Lukaku getting off the mark, but you do feel that, you know, it'll come sooner or later, surely, won't it, for him, having scored at the big tournaments first time back in the World Cup in Brazil in 2014. Free kick given against Carrasco, and there is the final whistle, and Belgium are off the mark in terms of goals and points and wins. 2-0 winners, good value for it. Tielemans' early shot after just 73 seconds, and then that clinching second goal really from Kevin De Bruyne in the 80th minute. Disappointing for Romelu Lukaku. Had the ball in the net again here tonight, but that was ruled off for a very tight offside. But Romania, having won so well in their first match, lose their second 2-0 against the favourites in this group, Belgium, but deserved win for Domenico Tedesco's side.
Yeah, definitely. Really solid performance from Belgium. I think that man Romelu Lukaku's had a massive impact on this game. He's been excellent. His movement's been good. I'm sure his teammates will be very thankful for the part he's had to play in both goals. And that man Kevin De Bruyne coming up clutch again with a really nice finish to seal it.
Yep, so it promises to be an exciting final night in the group. In this one, Group E, on Wednesday night, the 4 teams will start all square on 3 points each after Belgium 2, Romania 0 here in Cologne.